Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Chess Openings Quizzes. For those of you who are not familiar with the videos, basically, I'll play some moves from an opening on the chessboard, okay? Then I'll give you a couple seconds to think of another book move to continue the sequence. If you can think of one, you're in, and if you can't think of one, then you are out. I'll start out like very easy, and then it will get very hard, like very, very hard. Okay, but we are starting out very easy this time. After e4, name a book move for black. There's plenty, but you can get if you got c5, e5, e6, c6, d6, or g6, you are still in. Let's make it a little harder. e4, e5, knight f3. Name a book move for black, okay? We're still very low, probably like the 600 elo level, maybe only like 500. If you said, okay, obviously knight to c6, if you said knight to f6, if you said d6, if you said f5, if you said queen to e7, and if you said d5, okay, you've got an opening move. We'll stay with this one for a little bit. Knight f6, bishop c4. Now we're at like the 700, 800 level elo. Name a defense for black. Okay, obviously there's bishop to c5. If you got that, you're still in. Knight f6, d6, bishop e7, g6, and h6. I'll give you a little bit more time. I've kind of been going pretty fast, so bishop to c5 will get a little harder. We're starting bishop c5, c3, and knight f6. And name an opening move for white. Okay, so you've got d3, d4, b4, queen to e2, and castling as well. Okay, so anyone who's still in will now move on to a harder level and a new opening. We're gonna try to break the 1000. We'll probably start off right away at the 1000 level. So d4, d5, c4, d takes c4. Okay, name a move for white, an opening move. This is around probably 1000 elo. So if you got knight to f3, e4, e3, knight c3, or queen a4 check, okay, then you are still in. Let's say white goes knight to f3, black goes knight f6, okay, you go e3. Name a opening move for black. Okay, there's still plenty of available ones. You should be able to get one. Okay, if you've got your guess, you've got e6, a6, bishop here, okay, c5, bishop to g4, and also g6. If you got any of those, you are still in. But let's say he goes g6, okay, now you actually only have one move. If you got this, you're probably 1100, maybe 1200. You've got bishop takes c4, okay, now there's a move here for 1300, move here for 1300 for black. You can pause the video for like a couple seconds too if you need a little bit more time. But you've got g7, okay? And now we're getting into the 1500 range. Two options here for white. Two options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You needed to get knight to c3 or castle if you wanted to remain in this game. And if you got one of those, you will remain in this game, okay? But if you want to get to the 1800 level, name black's move. Only one. And it is castling for 1800. Now, we will go on to a new opening with the 1800 players and higher. We'll try to get into some tricky stuff now. e4, e5, f4, e takes f4, knight f3. Okay, now we'll go, sorry, it was, d5, yeah, d5. Name's white move here. What does white do? If you got e takes d5, you are still in. However, if you wish to get to the 2200 level, name another move for black here. There's 4 of them. Give you a couple seconds. If you got knight to f6, c7 to c6, bishop here to d6, or queen takes pawn, you are still in. So let's say they play the obvious queen takes pawn. What do you play for white? You play knight c3. Doing good, you're still in. But now, if you wish to be 2400, this is the hard one. Where does the queen go? It seems like there's a lot of squares. Well, you only got one move. And it's d5 to, sorry, not to d6. It's d5 to e6. And that is for the players who are still in. And if they really want to go in, there's a check here. Couple ways to block, which is the only one to stay in the game. There's only one way to block this check if you wish to be 2500 and stay in here, and that is to block with... Actually, no. I kind of tricked you, but you should know it anyways. You have to move the king, okay? 2700. We're really sticking with the King's Gambit because only high-level players would know these moves, and we're at the high level right now. See if you can get black's only move here. It is queen to f6. Okay, a couple more moves here. We'll get, well, actually, this is probably the last one because we're already at 2700, but get white's move here if you, this is a little bonus. If you want to win the game, play white's move. d4. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I don't get very much likes, comments, or subscribers. So, well, you could just be nice. Well, actually, I get a decent amount, but, like, I'm no Gotham Chess, that's for sure. I hate that stupid little guy.